Meanwhile, while the Home Ministry is yet to take a decision of pro-Popular Front of India's role into anti-CAA violence, the police in two states have claimed that there is a direct link between the group and the anti-CAA violence. On the right, you see visuals of violence that broke out in Lucknow on the 19th December. 25 members of the PFI have been arrested in UP and have been accused of creating unrest. The UP police has claimed a direct link between PFI and anti-CAA unrest in the state. On the left, you see visuals of violence that broke out in Mangaluru on the same day, while the Mangaluru cops too claim a link between PFI and anti-CAA unrest. India Today brings you proof that shows how a PFI affiliate called for a mass agitation in Mangaluru. On the other hand, the news tightens around the Popular Front of India as a link emerges between the PFI affiliate SDPI and anti-CAA violence in Mangaluru that left 2 people dead. India Today has accessed SDPI leader's WhatsApp chat that asks protesters to stand united as bricks laced with lead. The message also tells the protesters that neither the Mangaluru police nor the protesters will be able to stop them. The WhatsApp chat, accessed exclusively by India Today, also shows how the SDPI leader called for a mass agitation and asked protesters to stand united as human shields against guns and lathis. The FIR filed by the Mangaluru cops in the violence case also claims PFI's link to violence. The WhatsApp message calls for mass protest was circulated by top SDPI leader Riaz Faringpete. I want to cut across right now to my colleague Nolan Pinto, who's joining us live for more updates. Nolan, will you take us through the chat that has been accessed by you, by our channel, and what is inflammatory about it? Is it just a call for protest, or is there a direct clarion call or a call for indulging in violence or in a violent protest?
Well, it's a little bit strange as to what really happened over here in this message. If you read it, he's not directly saying, let's actually go and do something. But the words that are actually used in that particular message is what is extremely troubling. Now, he says in the anti-CAA protests that are going to take place that they must all stand together firmly as bricks, he says, laced with lead. Then he goes on to state, if we are united, not even the Mangalore police or the Mangaluru cops or the Indian army, the soldiers can stop us. Then he goes on to state that we can stand with pride like a human shield against the guns and lathis, and that is when we can actually prove that we can safeguard our rights, he says. Let the protest take place at the decided place, date and time. Now, we must remember, on that particular day, Section 144 was imposed, which means people were not supposed to come out there, but still they did that. Now, this is not important. What is actually important is that on last week, the Mangaluru police filed multiple cases, and in one such particular case, where the SDPI and the PFI's involvement is actually mentioned in that, the police if you read the police complaint, it very clearly states that these people got, the PFI and the SDPI actually got around 500 people to come to this particular spot in Mangaluru in spite of Section 144 that was imposed. And they came they didn't just come there to protest, but they came with weapons. I'm talking about your bottles, your stones, your sticks. This is all mentioned in the FIR that has been registered by the Mangaluru police. So this is what it is. So you look at the FIR that has been registered, and you see this particular message and you read them all together, one can actually understand that this was all about trying to disobey the rules of the government and also incite those people who wouldn't have understood what is actually happening to actually go about and protest in a violent manner. And we all saw what really happened. The police had no other option. When they were throwing stones, when they tried to attack the police, burn a police station, the police had to resort to firing, and 2 people lost their lives.
All right, Nolan, thank you for joining us. We're going to keep coming back to you for more updates. Meanwhile, the role of Popular Front of India continues to be under the scanner as the MHA will probe the organization's link to anti-CAA violence in Lucknow. This after the Yogi government approached the MHA seeking a ban on PFI and accusing it of provoking unrest and arson across the state. The UP police has claimed that PFI is directly linked to the violence. The cops in Varanasi have arrested a suspect member of the PFI who was allegedly linked to anti-CAA protests. So far, 25 PFI members have been arrested on charges of violence and arson. making a big claim. The Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi said there are several other organizations that are functioning under fake names and are attempting to disrupt communal harmony, adding that such groups will not be spared.
संगठन और कई लोग ऐसे हैं जो चोरी चोरी चिप्पे चिप्पे अलग अलग ठिकानों से अलग अलग नामों से देश की एकता को, देश के सौहार्द को, देश के भाईचारे को छिन्न भिन्न करने की षड्यंत्र और साजिशों में हैं। कई ऐसे संगठन हैं जिन्होंने कि अपना नाम जो है वो बदल बदल करके अपनी गतिविधियों को शामिल किया है। कुछ संगठन अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर बैन हुए, उनमें से भी कई ऐसे हैं जो जिन्होंने नाम बदल करके फिर अपनी सक्रियता शुरू की है। लेकिन ऐसे लोग जो है वो बचेंगे नहीं।
जो लोग हमारे देश को अशांत करना चाहते हैं, जो लोग हमारे देश में हिंसा फैलाने चाहते हैं, उन लोगों के चेहरे सामने आए हैं। कुछ चेहरे सामने आने बाकी। इन लोगों के खिलाफ कानून बनाने का सरकार को अधिकार है। विधानसभा लोकसभा इसीलिए होती हैं। कठोर कानून बनाना पड़े तो भी हम अपने देश के हर नागरिक की जान माल की रक्षा करेंगे। कठोर से कठोर कानून बनाकर शांति भंग करने वालों को जेल भेजेंगे।
उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ही दंगे के लिए कहाँ न कहाँ ये कर रहा है, इनकरेज कर रहा है। यही गलत बात है। मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि उन्होंने अगर कुछ किया होगा तो उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई नहीं होनी चाहिए, लेकिन कार्रवाई इस तरह के दंगे फसाद करने वाले बहुत सारे संगठन हैं। और यूपी में जो हो रहा है इसका मतलब यूपी में सरकार ही नहीं है, सरकार ही इनकरेज कर रही है इस तरह का। ये खाली एक संगठन ये कर रहा है, ये मैं मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं।
All right, I want to cut across to my colleague Shiveen and Akshay, who is joining us live. Shiveen, would you take us through the link of PFI and the violence in Uttar Pradesh, and Akshay can do the same for Mangaluru?
See, in view of this case in Mangaluru, where we have accessed this WhatsApp chat of PFI member, these arrests in UP are very important. But this is the biggest question, that whether they will be able to establish any connection between PFI and ISI, and also with the violators of the law in Lucknow, which took place on 19th of December this year. So this is very important thing which needs to be investigated, and that's what UP police is saying. On the basis of interrogation report, detailed interrogation report, they have sent a report to MHA for banning this PFI in state. But the most important thing, that will that suffice for any kind of ban on PFI? Will that stand in court of law? And that is the biggest question before UP police. That's why they are interrogating several people connected with PFI, and they have arrested 25 people, which are giving details of the incident on the day of incident in Lucknow. So it is going to very tough process for UP police to establish any connection. Mohsin Raja, UP minister, said that they have link with ISI, which is a big tall claim, and that needs to be investigated, and that needs to be established also. That is the challenge before UP police. And now investigation is on, and they are saying they have enough evidence in form of WhatsApp chats and books and pamphlets and banners and hoardings. All is there collected by UP police investigating team. But will that stand actually in court of law? Will that suffice to put ban on PFI? That is big question. And now, as of now, SFI members are saying they are nowhere involved in any kind of violence. They just call people for silent protest and calm protest in the state and different districts. That's what they are saying. But government is saying otherwise. They are saying they are directly involved with people. They mobilize people. They gathered in numbers in different parts of Lucknow and other districts of Uttar Pradesh, and that's why they are being arrested. And this also needs to be investigated, that whether they are connected with any political party or any political person. That role of any political person is still needs to be investigated. But political blame game is on. Opposition is saying that they are unnecessarily targeting people for protesting, and PFI is saying that they are innocent, but government is very firm, and they are saying they have enough evidence to ban on PFI.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Shiveen. We'll keep coming back to Shivendra, my colleague, who's getting us the latest. Meanwhile, yesterday, Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said that the Home Ministry will take a call on the probe on PFI. UP Minister Mohsin Raza also accused the PFI of having links with Pakistan's ISI. Listen in.
तो बिल्कुल सही है, पीएफआई की बहुत भूमिका आ रही है सामने में, तो होम मिनिस्ट्री इस बारे में सबूत देकर तय करेगा। उनके खिलाफ बहुत मर्डर और किडनैपिंग के आरोप हैं, वो उनका और सिमी का अंतरंग संबंध है, लेकिन इस बारे में कुछ भी निर्णय होम विभाग के द्वारा किया जाएगा।
सिमी का दूसरा रूप है ये, और सिमी में चूंकि सिमी एक संस्था है और वो आतंकी संगठन जब डिक्लेयर हुई तो उसके लोग तो देश में ही रह गए ना, उस विचारधारा के लोग थे, उन्होंने PFI बना ली। इनको बैन तो हम करेंगे, बैन करने के लिए जो भेजा है हमने माननीय अपना केंद्र मंत्रालय को भेजा है, गृह मंत्रालय को भेजा है देश के, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ जरूरत इस बात की है कि उन जैसी सोच को भी कुचलना होगा और हम चुन चुन कर इनको बिहाइंड द बार करेंगे।
All right, shifting focus, one of the 7 protesters detained during the Kolam protest against the Citizenship Amendment Act in Chennai on Sunday is being probed for her connection with Pakistan. The Tamil Nadu Police Commissioner said that Gayatri Khandadai's Facebook profile showed that she is a researcher at Bites for All, a Pakistani organization. The police is yet to look into Gayatri's Facebook and other social media interactions and see if there are any connections with Pakistani agencies. In the wake of the anti-CAA stir across the state, sources in the Tamil Nadu Police Department have said that nearly 1,500 Facebook and Twitter accounts are under surveillance. In Chennai, nearly 400 accounts are under scanner. The BJP has criticized the DMK for encouraging the anti-CAA protests. BJP leader H. Raja claimed the very profile of every anti-CAA protester should be proved.
The Association of All Pakistan Citizen Journalists அவங்களோட அமைப்பு சேர்ந்த ஒரு இதாக இருக்குது. ஸோ இவங்க வந்து எந்த அளவில் பாகிஸ்தான் கனெக்ஷன் இருக்குது, இவங்களுக்கு இங்கே இருக்கிற பல அமைப்புகள் ஆதரவாகவும் இருக்காங்க, இவங்களுக்கு தொடர்புலையும் இருக்காங்க. அறப்போர் இயக்கம், அப்புறம் வந்து வெல்ஃபேர் பார்ட்டி ஆஃப் இந்தியா மற்றும் சில அமைப்புகள் வந்து இவங்களுக்கு ஆதரவாக இருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறது நமக்கு தெரிய வருது. பட் இந்த பாகிஸ்தான் கனெக்ஷன் என்ன, இது சம்பந்தமாக வேற ஏதாவது தகவல் இருக்கா அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றி நம்ம விசாரணை செய்வோம்.
I have been telling continuously in many of the programs, in the name of voicing for the Muslim community, many banned Muslim organization functionaries, former functionaries of the banned organization like Al-Umma or Simi, they have been put in the forefront by the DMK. And this is yet another proof that the whole movement against CAA is being infiltrated by such elements. That is why I have demanded the profile of everybody who has been participating in those agitations has to be investigated.
I want to connect to right now my colleague Akshay Nath, who's joining us live for more updates on this story. Akshay, would you take us through what is this link that has been established between Gayatri and Pakistan? And can you just get us a larger understanding of the story, because it seems prima facie rather bizarre?
Well, Preeti, on Sunday, what we had seen is a team of protesters had gone to the Besant Nagar beach and the neighbouring surroundings had put Kolam, which is the Rangoli outside many people's residences, saying no to CAA, no to NRC, and it was a peaceful Kolam protest that was going on. And yesterday, what we have seen is Commissioner of Police A.K. Vishwanathan going on to say that these protesters, one of them is having ties with Pakistani agencies, and he went on to show the Facebook profile of Gayatri, a girl who had been detained on Sunday, and stated that she is part of an organization called Bites for All Pakistan, which is a human rights activism group, and she is a legal researcher on the group, and she had volunteered these information on social media. But now police officials are stating that they are undergoing detailed probe to see if she is actually having any more connections, or if this is a singular point of connection that Gayatri has. So they have said that there is going to be further probe into the issue. While many of the BJP leaders in the country and the state have criticized the connection that Gayatri has, and have also questioned the kind of protest that happened as far as Kolam is concerned, what we are seeing is there are many other people who are coming in favor of Gayatri as well. They're saying that she had volunteered this information on social media. How can you actually question that? She's working working with an organization. She's a legal researcher with that human rights organization. So how can that be questioned is something that many of the supporters of Gayatri have been questioning. Meanwhile, we also have to remember that there have been several criticism for Gayatri on social media. In fact, we have with us also the DMK spokesperson from Tamil Nadu, Narayan Tirupati, joining us. So we're seeing that there is a controversy which is broken because of Gayatri's connection with Pakistan, which has been suggested by the officials. But the big question is, sir, she's volunteered this statement that she's a researcher with, an organization, Bites for All. So how is that being seen as a wrong act? There are people who are associated with various international agencies, who work for various international agencies. So why question this?
See, we have gone through the Twitter and the Facebook posts of this particular woman, and we have seen that, there is no problem at all having connections with Pakistan or any other country. The problem is that, what is your motive? What you have been doing? Even I have visited a Twitter page, I have visited a social media page. She has been, for a very long time, making statements and registering her posts against the country also. I can show it, anybody can see throughout the nation, anybody can, if you go and see Gayatri Kandade, it is very clear that she is anti-state. There is nothing, anybody can criticize the government, but how you criticize is the question. And the way you people have been, they have been doing, the one Madan U.S. Kumar, who was also there in the protest, who had led this protest, who was shouting slogans, his Facebook very clearly says that he belongs to SF5, a communist organization. And the other people also, they have been in social media, have been anti-state. Again, I am telling you, yes, you have the right to criticize. But how you criticize? You can criticize the government, not the country. And they have been doing this. So that is the reason the commissioner had very clearly said that she has got some Pakistani connections. He has not said anything wrong. And he said he will investigate. Let him investigate, come out with the truth.
Let the investigation go on and let the truth come out is what the BJP has said. Similar, the AIADMK had also stated a very similar sentiment where they said if she has nothing to fear, let the probe go ahead and then let the final results say whether she has any more ties or not. Preeti.
All right, Akshay.